This is Art Television.
This program is sponsored by...
After A-levels or O-levels, the really smart and successful people choose ACBT. Call us and we'll tell you why. 23 years in Sri Lanka, managed by one of the largest education companies in the world, Navates Limited. Call ACBT on 077 3900.
Welcome to another edition of Art 121. I'm your host Shenuka Anish, and today we are joined by two very special individuals, one being the General Manager of Edith Cowan University, David Matthews, and the other being the Admissions and Recruitment Manager, Manisha Gunasekar from Edith Cowan University as well. So glad to have you guys on the show today due to the current situation of the country and all that, and so very grateful that you guys can get to be here. So I guess the first question goes on to you, David. So tell us a little bit about ECU and how long that it's been in Sri Lanka.
Well, thank you, and it's great being here today. It is a difficult time in the lockdown, but really pleased you could come out to the studio today for this interview. Edith Cowan University has had a relationship in Sri Lanka for about 20 years, though with a long-standing partner, ACBT. Though a few years ago we made a decision to actually open a full university campus here. So from the beginning of this year, we opened our new Edith Cowan University campus. It's actually the fourth campus of the university, so we have 3 in Western Australia. And now this is our 4th campus which we've opened in Sri Lanka, which we're very, very excited about. Personally, I've been here about 7 or 8 months. I came here in February.
That's amazing.
It's great to be here. I've been living in Canada and Australia, so it's great to come to this wonderful country. Enjoying the food and the people. It'd be great to explore more of it once we can start travelling a bit more.
I mean, that's amazing. And Manisha, this is like a huge deal for Sri Lanka, right? I mean, it's a ranked number 9th educational system. Any thoughts on that?
Yes, certainly, Shenuka. This is definitely big news to Sri Lanka because we are the first and only international campus in Sri Lanka. I've been working in the education industry for the last 8 years, and I have come across a lot of students who have an interest to obtain an international qualification. So this good news is for such students. If you are interested in obtaining an international qualification, it's a good opportunity for you to join ECU Sri Lanka campus, and now you can obtain a globally recognized qualification from the comfort from your home. And this is big news not only for Sri Lanka but also for the entire South Asia region as well, because once again we are the only first and international campus in the South Asia region also. So right now the students from these countries cannot visit us due to the border closure, but in the future we wish to welcome the students from countries such as Nepal, Pakistan, Bangladesh, India to join ECU Sri Lanka. And the other thing is Sri Lanka is quite popular as a tourist destination. So with ECU Sri Lanka's presence, we hope Sri Lanka will be popular as an education destination in the future as well. And Shenuka, I would also like to talk about why it's important to do a degree. Right, because after completing A-levels, sometimes I see a lot of students, they get into different professional qualifications or a diploma or a certificate course. But if you look at today's world and the job market, having a bachelor's degree is very important. And if an employer gets your CV, they will check the basic qualification as the bachelor's degree. And studying a degree is not all about getting the qualification. You also obtain a separate set of skills. You learn how to work as a team, and you improve your leadership skills and how to meet deadlines, right? So it's a different university experience that you get. So it's very important to make the right choice at the right time. So we are there to help you and to guide you. So call us on 0112 555 123.
And there you have it. And since this is an Australian-based university, how is it very beneficial for Sri Lankan students?
So when we first looked at establishing a campus here, we obviously have a large university in Australia, But we saw there was a growing need for another university campus in Sri Lanka. We know that when students leave school with the A levels, there are limited opportunities to study at a university in Sri Lanka, and that's why many of them go overseas. But we also know there's a large group of students in Sri Lanka who would like to do a degree, which is one of the reasons we established here.
Very so, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to branch out and get it's such a good opportunity for people as well. And what kind of courses does this whole university come up with?
We have, so when we set up here, we wanted to offer a number of degrees across different faculties to benefit, so students can have the benefit of studying a wide variety, which is our goal. So the first degree we have is our Bachelor of Commerce, which we know is a very popular degree for those who are interested in business studies. And the thing that makes this degree exceptional is there's obviously the core units and the major units, but there's also great elective choices as well. So students have the opportunity to not just do a degree like everyone else, they can also look at choosing elective units from cybersecurity, from computer science, from design, from different schools to find and build the degree which is interesting for them, but also makes them even more marketable. Our second course we have is our Bachelor of Computer Science. As you know, computer science is a really growing field. And in that course we have two different majors. One is about software engineering and the other focus is on cybersecurity. And we also have a Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, and this is a standalone course focused specifically on cybersecurity. And we know, especially during this the last 18 months, the rise of cybercrime has been enormous around the world, unfortunately. But that also means that companies are now investing more and more in cybersecurity. And so students are coming out with opportunities to work in banks, in different companies, even in universities. We also have to be aware of that. So cybersecurity is definitely a growing course. A really exciting course for us is also the Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science. We know during the pandemic, with all the vaccinations happening at the moment, the biomedical science is definitely an important area. And we're seeing growing interest not just in Sri Lanka but in Australia as well. So we're pleased to offer that degree. And the really interesting thing about this course, it's academic, but also there's a big focus on the laboratory work as well.
That's very interesting. And we'll be back after these commercials.
This program is sponsored by
After A-levels or O-levels, the really smart and successful people choose ACBT. Call us and we'll tell you why. 23 years in Sri Lanka, managed by one of the largest education companies in the world, Navitez Limited. Call ACBT on 077 3900.
Welcome back to Art 121 with Space for Business. So David, we were talking about what the courses were entailing with the campus, as you were saying.
There's a couple more courses I would like to talk about. This semester, or the semester we've just commenced, we introduced a new bachelor's degree called the Bachelor of Design. But it's not design as you know it. The focus is on games and interactive design. And this is a first in Sri Lanka. And the focus is on obviously developing games, which we know is a huge business around the world, but also interactive design. So it's about how you use games in business and in training, and there's a growing market in that area. And that's a very exciting one for us, and we have a current cohort of students who are enjoying that degree. And the last one I'd like to mention is the Bachelor of Science in Nursing Studies. We're really excited to have this degree in Sri Lanka. It is a one-year top-up degree, and we have students currently studying in that, but as of this week we launched this as an online course as well. So now students can study this online from anywhere in Sri Lanka, but also internationally. And the advantage that gives us is that we know that nurses are incredibly busy at the moment. They're working long hours, but also they're not just based in Colombo. So if they're based anywhere in Sri Lanka, they can join our top-up degree, the third year to make a bachelor's degree from anywhere around Sri Lanka or anywhere overseas as well.
All right, so just let me do a recap so quickly. So currently students can do B-Commerce, B-Computer Science, B-Science Cybersecurity, that is, B-Science Biomedical Science, B-Science Nursing and Studies, Design Games Interactive Design, which I find completely excited as well. But so is nursing a bachelor as well?
Yes, I'll let Manish take that one.
Yes, so David gave an introduction to the program. So this is a one-year top-up degree, and we know that we do have working nurses in the government and private sector, and they are with a diploma of nursing qualification. So this is a very good opportunity for all these working nurses to upgrade their diploma to a bachelor's degree. So there are 8 units to be completed within 1 year's time period. So after obtaining this qualification, you can go to different countries for better employment prospects, such as UK, Dubai, and we also know that a lot of working nurses in Sri Lanka are very much interested in working in Australia as a registered nurse. So this is the best pathway that they can get into. So they can study the Bachelor of Science in Nursing Studies degree at ECU Sri Lanka, and after completing that they can apply for Master of Nursing Graduate Entry Program. So after completing 2 years of Masters, they get the registration to work as a nurse in Australia. So somebody who might be watching this program might think, can I only get into Master of Nursing? No, you might be a working nurse right now, but if you have administration or managerial skills, you can even think of doing health administration, and you will learn how to manage a healthcare center. And if you would like to teach, if you've got that ability, then you don't have to restrict yourselves to nursing. You can even do Master of Nursing Education, or even teaching and education for further studies, and become a lecturer as well. So this is a very good opportunity for all the working nurses. I would like to repeat once again, join ECU Sri Lanka campus. Opportunities are unlimited, but the first step that you've got to do is to do your Bachelor of Science in Nursing Studies degree. So please call us on 011 2555 123. We are happy to give more details on the program.
That's wonderful. So once again, I'll repeat, for more pricing and scholarship details, you can call 011 2555 123. Now, how about students who are doing other programs while they're studying, right, with other institutions in Sri Lanka? So can they also get in and go on with the courses as well, Manisha?
Yes, they do, Shenuka. So as I mentioned before, a lot of students after completing A-levels, they look at different avenues. And there are students who complete diploma and advanced diploma programs. So sometimes most of these programs are pathway programs, and they have to go to another country to complete the bachelor's degree. So we do have a group of students studying with us right now. Just to give you an example, 11 students have completed a pathway program like that. So they are with us completing the degree, because if they are to continue the studies with the respective university, they have to do online studies. So they can apply to study at ECU Sri Lanka, and you don't have to start from the very beginning. You will get advanced standing for your prior academic qualifications, and our admissions team is happy to help you out. So call us. I would remind the telephone number once again, 011 2555 123. We are happy to assist you in the application process.
So I guess, David, this is the next question to you. And so where is ECU actually based at in Sri Lanka?
So this is where we have some news now, but also some news for next year, which we're excited. We can't quite announce yet, but I can give some details. So currently we are based in Colombo 3. So we're in the building of ACBT, which is our long-standing partner. However, I guess it's important to know we are a university campus. So we are the 4th campus of Edith Cowan University. And so currently we are building a brand new purpose-built campus in Colombo. I can't give you the address or too many details just yet because we haven't launched it, but it is coming next year. And the really exciting thing about the new campus is that it is purpose-built, designed by our colleagues in Australia. It's going to have brand new biomedical labs, brand new engineering labs, brand new computer facilities, all the best and the latest equipment and facilities that all of our students and staff need. We'll have a new library which we're going to be launching. We're excited about the design of the library and some great student areas as well. As I said, hopefully in a couple of months we'll be able to launch the visuals about the campus that is coming, but it's already started building, and it's something which we'll be very pleased for our new students and our staff to enjoy those facilities, which are important for our students to, I guess, get a step up in their degrees and their studies.
That's amazing. So parents and students, you get the full-time course, Australian course, that is by ECU, Edith Cowan University campus right here in Sri Lanka. So contact for further more details on 011 255 123. And I guess you get the best quality education from that, without a doubt, right? So we'll be back after these commercials.
This program is sponsored by
After A-levels or O-levels, the really smart and successful people choose ACBT. Call us and we'll tell you why. 23 years in Sri Lanka, managed by one of the largest education companies in the world, Nevertez Limited. Call ACBT on 077 3900.
Welcome back to Art 121, Space for Business. So, Manisha, now, so far everything has been excellent about the university, right? But what about the students who don't meet the criteria of A-levels and everything like that? Can they still get into the university?
Yes, Shanuka. So there is a pathway. The minimum entry requirement to get into ACU Sri Lanka would be A-levels. So we do have a group of students who received local A-level results in May, and we also have another group of students who have received London A-level results in August. So if you got results with you right now, you can talk to us and get to know about the admission requirements. But if you are short of few points to get into the degree, we do have a pathway. You can do a diploma program through our college, which is Edith Cowan College, and then join the second year of the degree. And also, if you are after O-levels, you can do a foundation program and start your degree from year 1 at ECU Sri Lanka campus as well. So we don't want to leave anyone out. Everybody has access to complete a full Australian degree now at ECU Sri Lanka campus.
That's amazing. So on to you, David. How is the pricing for the bachelor's degrees?
The pricing is very competitive in Sri Lanka. Obviously, it's not Australian pricing. We looked at what price will work in Sri Lanka. I guess the important thing is that this is an Australian degree, a highly ranked Australian degree that our students are studying. The other advantage that we looked at is for our first year students, we do have offers for scholarships. So if students are interested in scholarships for their first year, then they should contact Manisha and her team, who'll be happy to talk about those opportunities for our students. And as Manisha said, we've looked at, we obviously want students to have the opportunity to study at university, so we're trying everything we can to allow that. But also with the pathways that Manisha mentioned, it does give students opportunities from different backgrounds or different academic backgrounds to find a pathway to commence their Australian university studies in Sri Lanka. And if I could just add one more thing about student support. So Edith Cowan University is, as I said, it's a well-known university, but one of the reasons it's famous in Sri Lanka, which is one of the reasons we want to bring it to Sri Lanka, is that it is around its teaching and learning quality, but also its student support. So for the last 15 years, ECU has received a 5-star ranking, or rating, I should say, for its teaching and learning quality. And also for the last 6 years, it's won the award in Australia for the highest ranked teaching and learning for undergraduate studies in Australia. So we're very, very proud of that. And we do put a lot of effort around student support, which I know is important for parents. So we have an extensive orientation program, but also we have a large group of staff whose main focus is on student success. So we have learning advisors, and those learning advisors will sit down with students who are struggling or need a bit of extra support in English language or in how to write essays. We have ongoing seminars with students on academic writing or time management or different skills like that, which we know students need to be successful at university. And the other focus we're implementing into the university is around how do we make students world ready, and in other words, work skills for what they need after university. So we'll be putting in a lot of work around helping students be successful for that job market out there as well. So currently, and we do have a number of links in the industry, and we're growing those as well. We know that students, the degree is important, but also the future and job opportunities for students are extremely important.
So I guess, David, would you like to share another few words?
Yes, I would. I think the important thing at the moment, there's a lot of questions from parents and from students about what are the opportunities available. We know that there are difficulties in travelling, there's difficulties in deciding where your future lies. I'd recommend that you call Manisha and her team, who are experts in education, to find out all about Edith Cowan University or about studying in Australia as well. So please give them a call, and they'll be happy to help you.
So parents and children of Sri Lanka, now you get the full all-time ranked number 9 of Australian education. Finally here, Edith Cowan University right here on Sri Lanka. So for more further information, call 0112 555 123. And thank you, David and Manisha, for being with us today. And see you guys next time on Art 121, Space for Business.
This program was sponsored by
After A-levels or O-levels, the really smart and successful people choose ACBT. Call us and we'll tell you why. 23 years in Sri Lanka, managed by one of the largest education companies in the world, never tells